Welcome to Seth Vidya Mandir English High School CBSC online audio and video lessons. I am Ms. Madhumita Tarafdar from Seth Vidya Mandir English High School, going to teach you chapter 8 of computers for standard 8. Topic networking and e-commerce. So this is the last part of this chapter. Let's go with the video. Okay, now e-sites. What are e-sites? As you have already heard about emails. Emails means electronic mails. So e-site means electronic sites. Okay. So these sites allow us to conduct transactions from our homes. E-sites means like sitting at home and doing your work, your banking work, your online shopping. This all comes under the e-site. If any e-government work also you are doing, so that all comes under the e-sites. Okay. Whatever thing you are doing on internet sitting at home is known as e-sites. Okay, means thing means whatever transaction work if you are doing this, that are known as e-sites. E-governance. Nowadays this e-governance is a very important thing. Nowadays it's all the government, it is actually a government portal where you can seek help from the government and where you can access the services provided by the government. So this is the site which allow us to connect with the government directly. Okay, so using the portal, and it also helps the government to improve their effectiveness and their efficiency in the services given by them. So e-governance. And you all have, I think now you all are accessible to e-governance. You all can access e-governance if you are having any query related to the government, you are having any query related to any of the schemes that government is sending and you are having, so you can go to that their portal and you can access those. So that is known as e-governance. Next is your e-learning. E-learnings, you all know nowadays in COVID situation, in this COVID situation, you all are doing this e-learning. That is sitting at home, and if you are accessing the learning sitting at home, and if you are learning anything from the internet is known as e-learning. So, and in this e-learning, what are the features, what are the advantage of e-learning? It is that it allows you to learn from your own place, from your own area where you are sitting. You can access your internet when you are having time. You can access this e-learning materials. It also provide learning materials at any time from any place. Okay, now and engages the student through multimedia and make use of visual, auditory and kinesthetic learning. This is known as kinesthetic learning, that is touching and doing. So all these learnings you can do it by sitting at one place of your home and you can access the things. That is called e-learning. Next is your e-commerce. What is e-commerce? First of all, let me explain you what is commerce. Commerce is buying and selling of goods in terms of money. Okay, when you are buying your things or selling your product in terms of money is known as commerce. And if you are doing the same thing electronically, that is using online internet, then that becomes your e-commerce. Okay, so if you are selling or buying your products online, it becomes e-commerce. So e-commerce is having three terms, that is buyers, sellers and producers. You all should know that there are three things. One is the buyer, who is going to buy the thing, one is the seller who is going to sell the thing, and one is the producer who is going to produce the thing. So these are the three terms that is used in a commerce. So depending upon this, we have made some type of sites, some type of portals are defined. That is, e-commerce has been classified into 4 parts depending upon this: buyers, sellers and producers. So let's go with that, then only you will understand. The types of e-commerce. There are 4 types of e-commerce: business to business, consumer to business, business to consumers and digital middleman. These are the 4 types of e-commerce we are having. First, let me explain you what is business to business. What is business to business means? Your company is selling their work to some other business. Suppose they are in this business to business. What happens? See, suppose I am a company, I am making rubber machineries. For example, I am making rubber machinery, that is a machine which is used to process the rubbers, and some other company who is making tires. Suppose there is a company who is making tires, so they will buy my machine to make tires. So here both are business. This company is making machinery and this company is making tires. So when you are connecting this both companies, that is you are connecting this rubber machinery company with the tire company, that is called business to business. That is, this company, this rubber machinery company is selling its machine to the tire making company. So here this is called business to business. So this type of things, when you are selling online, that is in using internet, if you are doing your business, if you are growing your business to other business, if you are delivering your service to other business, other companies using the internet, it is known as B2B or business to business. This is called B2B portal. Okay, business to business. Okay, next is your consumer to consumer. Next, okay, before consumer to consumer, let me explain you business to consumer. That is the third one, business to consumer. Now see, what is business to consumer means? There are some companies which directly sell their products to consumers, that is to the clients. That is called business to consumers. Like suppose I am having any cosmetic company. My company is making some cosmetic products and I am selling that product directly to the customer. So that is becomes business to consumers, where I am selling my products directly to the customers. So that is called business to consumers. Next is your consumer to consumer. Now I am explaining what is consumer to consumer means. Suppose I am selling my old bike, old car or old things to some other people, that becomes consumer to consumer. So I am a consumer, I have consumed my things and I am selling it, that is OLX. Yeah, like OLX you are having, in that you are selling your product to other consumer. So that is called consumer to consumer. Now you understand what is the difference between business to business, business to consumer, consumer to consumer. So when you are selling your old product, your old things to other people, so that becomes your consumer to consumer. Okay, in that we actually sell, use a bid. Some parties use bid for them. Yeah, auctions are given. So this type of sites like eBay or Yahoo auctions, these are some examples of consumer to consumer. So now you understand. And last one is your digital middleman. In digital middleman, what happens? See, I am a company, I am having some services, I sell some products, and there are some consumers, some customers sitting that side. So connecting between me and that customer is known as digital middleman. Like suppose buying and selling of things. So for example, suppose Amazon is a digital middleman who act like, if I am a customer and I am searching in the Amazon, I need to buy some bed sheet. So if I type bed sheet, it will connect to all the companies who are making bed sheet. In that, they will connect all the companies who are making bed sheet and it will show you. So this is actually a digital middleman, the person who is selling or buying. Means you are dealing with Amazon, and the same way your businessman person is also dealing with the Amazon. So both are dealing with Amazon. We don't directly deal with the person, but we are dealing with a third person in the middle, that is called the digital middleman. So your Amazon is actually an example of digital middleman. Then buying and selling of car 24, it is also an example of digital middleman. Everything which is there, Snapdeal, these are all examples of digital middleman. So you understand now the types of commerce. Now advantages of e-commerce. Now let us see what are the advantage of e-commerce. See, it is available round the clock. This is the first advantage. You can sit at home and you can do shopping anytime, at any time. If you want to sell your product, you can sell it at any time. Okay. Next, it is easier to start a business. If I want to start a business, I will just connect my work in the internet. I will just say show my ad on Facebook or on some other place or on WhatsApp, and the people will start seeing it and they will start giving you response. So according to that, you can start your business. So it is easy to start a business nowadays. Third, it offers better service to customer. Also it offers better service because see, and Amazon, if you have bought something and you don't want, now you want to exchange it, so you can just replace it or you can exchange it. So it is offering more better services to the customer, and it also offers, like, for one thing you are having so many choices. From that choice you can select one thing. So it is offering more services to customers. And next one is, customers can select product easily. They can, whatever product they want, they can select it from there, from your portal, from that Amazon portal. You can select any of the product, ranging from any cost to any cost. From small range to higher range, you can cost according to your uh, uh, choice. You can select your things, select your products, so customer can select products easily. So e-shopping is actually nowadays the most convenient shopping at home. So if you don't want to go to outside, if you don't want to go outside and buy anything, you can just sit at home and you can, on your fingertips you can access the shoppings. Okay, you can access the things and you can get it by home. Okay, delivered at home. So these are the advantages of e-commerce. So hope you all have understood this. So what are the advantages and all the things? Some disadvantages are also there. The one disadvantage is fraud. As you all have seen, some sites are fraud sites are there, where you cannot you don't know and you have done and you get frauded. Second thing is that you cannot touch the textures of the things which you are buying. You cannot check those things, whether it is cotton or not, whether just the thing which is written you can see it, but you cannot see and check it. The way you are going to the, if you are going physically to any shop and you can check the things and you can buy, but in this you cannot physically check those things. Okay, so still there are some drawbacks, but computer engineers are still trying to work on this. They are making three-dimensional images of the products and the software, so that they can make the customer feel what the products look like, that feel and touch the products. So these are some of the few drawbacks, but then also your online shopping is the best way to do shopping. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.